Here's the HomeTech Podcast for Friday, October 24th from Sarasota, Florida. I'm Seth Johnson.
From Reynoldsburg, Ohio, I'm TJ Huddleston.
And from Pickering, Ontario, I'm Gavin Campbell.
And welcome to the HomeTech Podcast, a podcast all about home technology, home automation, and...
Oz.
I crashed. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. What happened?
Oh, AWS wants to be down.
AWS is down. Yeah, it kind of ruins my morning. It's like everything works on AWS, especially US East 1, which is like, what's funny is like when you go to start up anything on AWS, it's like that's the default region. Even if you're in a different like region closer to a different one, that's kind of where like all the guides and everything kind of like start everything up. So it's just kind of default, and a lot of stuff ends up there. And when it goes down, the internet suffers. And it did today. Do you guys have anything break?
No, I didn't have anything break. I didn't have any customers reach out to me and tell me they had anything break either. So nothing smart home broke because everything I have is mostly locally based. So
yeah.
No issues for me.
And you, Gavin?
Nice. So at work, we've pretty much moved everything to the cloud now. So
everything broke.
I love it when the cloud servers go down because my day just gets easier. Because everyone's like, "Oh, this is down." And I'm like, "Nothing I can do about it." Like, I'm just let me know when it's back up. You know, like that's all I do. So I didn't feel anything at home. I actually didn't even know it was down at home. Now I didn't test every piece of my smart home, but over the years of planning, I always looked for local first solutions anyway. Mm-hmm. So I'd go Zigbee or Z-Wave first and maybe Wi-Fi, but then I'd look at, hey, does it need the cloud to work? There are some devices that do need the cloud to work that I never got around, just because of whatever. It's like, I don't care if my ratio went down during that outage. I wasn't using it anyway, or, something like that. I can't get around those, but the house still worked. The only one thing that really affected me though was, the Amazon A lady, she stopped working.
No, that's weird.
Is it?
Runs on AWS, but
I thought that would have been a Microsoft thing.
Yeah.
But what was really weird about it was like my Sonos on my Sonos Beam I had weird things happen. So on my Sonos Beam, it was like the account was totally removed. When everything was supposed to be back up, so I had to go back and add her back and everything like that.
That's weird.
On my kitchen Amazon device, my Echo Dot, the voice changed. It was a male voice. I'm like, what the heck happened there? Because I have they're all the females. I have the default female voice on all of them except the one in the wife's bathroom. I gave her the male one there. I'm like, you keep that one in your bathroom. Be happy, right? But weird things happened with that when it all came back on. I don't know.
Yeah, the only thing I actually was affected. This is totally a first world problem. I was affected by one service being down, and it was my my cellular remote start for my work van. And they gave me like a giant pop up, and I was like, "We're experiencing outages right now." And I was like, "No, I can't unlock my van with my phone or my watch now." But I just used my keys instead, so it wasn't the end of the world.
Yeah, and that's the other thing I do too is I make sure I can still manually control things even if my hub's down. Mm-hmm. Like I could still turn on this light switch, and with the associations, it still works to turn on like whatever I may have associated with. So things still worked, but it was still like just a little annoyance, but nothing major.
I thought I was going to blame AWS for an issue that I was having because I couldn't get my computer to launch like Teams or Slack wasn't working. It was just like, it would just start up, and after a few minutes it would just crash and I couldn't send any messages back and forth. I'm like, it's AWS. It's killing me. And it turned out it was some weird incompatibility issue I had with some audio stuff I had probably messed up myself a few days earlier. And it was crashing core audio on the Mac. So I I made the mistake of upgrading the other day, and so I've got the new Mac software, and the audio stuff is kind of like the last thing to work with Macs properly. Like after they update, it just takes them a while to catch up or fix all the bugs that Apple introduces for no random reason. It's like stupid. So it turns out that was the problem, not AWS. I didn't really have I didn't experience anything else go down. I do have a couple projects sitting there in US East, just because again it's the default and I'm too lazy to change anything.
But AWS outage wouldn't have affected Teams and stuff. That stuff goes through Azure.
Goes through Azure. Yeah, right? So I couldn't figure out what was causing it, but I'm like, leave it to Microsoft to put something through Amazon. So I was just like, it's got to be something stupid. And I after Teams was crashing, after Slack was crashing and all that stuff, I was like, oh, you know what? I bet you anything it has to do with like audio, because it didn't always happen around like when I was trying to make a call or do a call through Slack, or not Slack, but Teams, but it would manifest at some point, and I'm not sure what it is. But after disabling those things, I've been able to work, but blah, blah, blah. I don't want to do that. I just keep blaming Amazon outage for not being able to work. Can't do anything, guys. Can't do anything.
Yeah. I think Amazon did release explanation as to what happened. I think in the end it was DNS, wasn't it?
It's always DNS.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I think the website, should Seth go to CES.com, that was actually working. So I now updated Gavin. So good luck. There is a counter, and it you can't beat it now. So
your counter stops after 4 digits.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
You have way too much time in your hand.
I'll let you. You have to run it that long. I'll let you wait till you get there.
Yeah. It hacks your computer at that time.
Well, I still found out that you have no code behind the yes button.
No, I don't. There's nothing there. I wasn't gonna.
I know.
It could. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna spend any more time on that. I probably should spend more time looking at flights if I'm gonna go. So I probably should do that. Yeah, gotta keep that flights tab open.
Well, based on the results of this website, nobody wants you there.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is my flight is booked. I'm getting there early in the morning on the 4th.
Same here.
So I'll have to find something to do with my luggage and stuff until the Airbnb opens up. But I'm sure I can find something to do with it.
Oh, yeah. When's the Airbnb? That's going to change.
I think it's like noon. So, I mean, it gives me like 3 hours.
I'm just going to get there on the 5th.
Yep.
No, you got to get there the 4th. We're going to a dinner.
Oh.
Come on, Seth.
Come on, Seth.
Yeah, come on. But I did book an extra day on the plane. Like not staying on the plane, but like I'm going to stay in Vegas for an extra day. Because I think I'm going to try to put a Grand Canyon trip into there. Because I don't really plan on coming back to this area anytime soon. So why not go see the giant hole in the ground?
It is a nice giant hole in the ground. If you go through... Oh, I used to know the area so much better when I played Fallout. What is the town south of it?
And for a Midwesterner, it's not that far away. I think it's like 4 or 6 hours away from Vegas. So.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to do that.
That's nothing for a Midwesterner.
I mean, I know it's not, but you don't want to do that. Like when I went out there one time, we went to the airport, and the lady's like, oh, you guys, a flight got in early. It was like one of those early flights, right? And so we're like, yeah, we need to rent a car. And I had rented like, I don't know, one of the the cheapest car they had. Cause I'm like, we're going to Vegas. We're probably not going to drive around that much. We had a couple of things that we wanted to go see. They weren't far from Las Vegas. And she's like, banging on the keyboard, typing, and there's a huge line starts to form, it's around, and like, they were super busy, and she's just typing. And she's like, all right, well, how about, I don't have the car that you ordered, but how would you like to get into, how would you like a Chevy Camaro? And I'm like, okay. It's like same price, done. And yeah, we put a few hundred miles on that thing. We drove through Death Valley and, all over. So that actually made the driving fun, because it was fun. It was a brand new Camaro. So who wouldn't enjoy that?
Yeah. That does sound fun.
Yeah. If you're going out there, head on down to, is it Henderson?
Boulder City. Get a convertible.
Boulder City. Head on down to Boulder City. I think there's an airport there. You hop in an airport there, and then they fly you out to one of the reservations that have like the glass walk thing, and you can like walk on the glass over the giant Grand Canyon.
Oh, no. I don't want to do that.
Oh, it's so much fun.
I want to admire the giant hole from afar. I don't want to stand above the giant hole.
Well, if you do go through, I would say if you do go down there, like Boulder Sea's right there, next to the big old Hoover Dam, which is really cool to see. I would put that at the top of the list of things to go see. And they also have the Pat Tillman Bridge that kind of goes over the top of it. And if you're ever there and you're at the dam and you're like, wow, this is a big dam. And then you turn around and look at that bridge, you're like, the bridge is almost crazier than seeing the dam. It's wild. So I would highly recommend Hoover Dam and then and looking up and seeing the bridge too, because it's pretty cool.
Deal. Add it to the list.
Add those to the list. Even more than the Grand Canyon, but honestly, it's probably a better thing. Anyway, just get there early because it gets busy. Let's see. Las Vegas. Oh yeah. $291 round trip. Woohoo!
I mean, come on, Seth. Book it right now.
I mean, it would be a crime if I didn't book it.
4th through the 9th.
I left on the 8th.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
Let's see. 9th, it's the same price. I think. Yeah. Oh, it's
Book
cheaper.
it now.
$269.
Book it live.
Yeah, book it live. We're doing it live. It's Delta. 7-hour flight though. That's kind of awful. It should be about 6, but whatever. One stop in Atlanta, hot Atlanta. I guess I could do that.
Do it.
Oh wait, is that? I think the way this site's set up is I have to pay for both flights.
No, it's usually round trip.
Yeah, $291 is low. It says for economy. All right, well I'll leave this tab open. No, I'll probably have to get that one. Wow, it's $117 on American site. So all right, I guess I have to buy these tickets, guys. Then I'll ask my wife if I can go.
Yeah. And if she says no, just be like, well.
The thing is,
easier to ask for forgiveness.
That's right.
Yeah. Just remembered the airplane thing. I mean, are we going to be able to fly in a couple months?
Well, that's a January problem.
It's a January problem. We're in October here right now. All right.
Whenever you release this show, it'll be November. We'll already be moving right along anyway.
Right through Turkey Day. Yeah.
You only lose $271. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, exactly. $291. But yeah. All right. Everybody. Yeah. CES 2026. Be there at B Square. It's a party in Vegas. Can't wait. DJ, we should just all go to the Hoover Dam. That'd be cool.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. All right. Guys, we have a bunch of HomeTech headlines. Gavin, I'm sorry you missed out last week. There was nothing but Home Assistant news. We had nothing. There's literally nothing else but Home Assistant news. And TJ and I did our best. So I hope we held down the fort for you.
We definitely burned that bridge. Yeah. We're not getting any more promotional stuff from Home Assistant ever again.
Yeah.
I made a few notes for you guys. We have to take this off air.
all those free things we keep getting from Home Assistant, they called and they're like, no, you're not. No, you can't download it anymore.
It's not a toilet paper roll.
All right. We got a bunch of HomeTech headlines. What do you say we jump in?
Let's do it.
All right. Husqvarna is getting the old AI treatment. They're going all out on smart lawn for you. They're going to introduce this new version of the 405XE, and these are going to have basically cameras, infrared cameras, and AI built into them. And I guess they're using some GPS on these, AI, and they're going to mow your lawn a little bit better than before. So the new mowers are going to be the 405VE, 410VE, 430V, and 450V. Got this new era for the company is what they're saying. So I don't know. Husqvarna has kind of like been at the forefront of this. We found out, through that interview last week with Jennifer Patentui that the reason all the other companies come out is because all the patents for Husqvarna's things have started to expire. So that's why everybody else is jumping in the game. But this looks interesting. Gavin, I guess it's not time for you guys. Why am I talking about you guys about mowing anymore? You guys aren't mowing grass anymore, are you?
Actually, we mowed one more time today.
One last time.
Well, not one last time. I have a few mows still left. I got like leaves to rake, and sometimes I get lazy and just mow over them. But yeah, you're gonna see a lot of these mower companies. Husqvarna, like you said, that was the first time I heard of like automatic mowers I saw their name on it. And I think you're going to see a lot of these companies coming out with new products, and they're going to be iterating on it and getting better. And I'm waiting till the LiDAR stuff becomes more like defined, because I think that's the next step for these mowers, where you don't have to use the GPS, or the GPS may complement it, and you don't have to run any lines or anything. You just program it and let it go.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to those. I know Segway, there was a little leak. They have some new stuff coming. Probably at CES, we'll see them announced.
Yeah, it's one of those things that it's so nice, but I have such a small yard that it's hard for me to justify paying more than like $1,000 for one of these. And every time one of them comes out, it's like between like $2,000 and $6,000. I'm like, well, that's definitely not for me. But I don't have a large yard. I think my mind would change if I had a larger yard. But that's kind of, I like seeing the competition, because those prices should come down and the features should increase.
Yeah.
The next step, I think, I'd like to see them release some more accessories. So like the gate, the automatic gates and stuff like that. I think there are some problems, like not related to the mower itself, but to get the mower around your house that they should address. And I think if they had those little add-ons, it would help them a lot too.
Yeah, and then I think you're probably making the product more complicated, because then you don't want to necessarily have to rely on somebody else's, Wi-Fi, especially in an outdoor setting. So then you have to, create some kind of hub with the mower that talks to the gate, and so there's probably like a lot more complications with that kind of
built
stuff.
Built into the mower. The mower just flashes something at the gate maybe, and it opens. Who knows?
Yeah,
there's ways.
For sure.
Yeah, I think it's Equip right now, which is that show that we swear we were going to go to, TJ, and ride around the lawnmowers.
Yeah, I think it was like last week.
No, it's right now. It's happening right now.
TJ.
Oh, is it right now?
Yeah.
So, I wanted to go to it. I have a little too much things going on right now, though.
Yeah. Say my wife's been out of town all week, so I couldn't leave Rosie alone. It would not be a good thing. She's not very reliable to get to school on time if no one's here. So, it looks like they have two new mowers coming out in 2026, a new residential line, and it kind of looks like the X3 in the little silhouette that they're showing, and then a new commercial series that looks like the go-kart kind. The what's that one you see on with the four wheels you see all over? Like they have like a ton of Facebook ads. It looks like
not Yarbo.
Starts with
no.
N?
Somebody actually made a comment about that, how it looked exactly like one of the other ones.
Yeah.
It's a 4-wheel drive and stuff like that.
It's like, believe it or not, it looks like it's twice the size too of the X3, which is already the big one. Man, that's going to be a big lawnmower. That's crazy. But yeah, we'll have to see what they come out with. It says you can book an exclusive preview here at somebody's got to have a picture of this thing, because this show is going on right now. There's a bunch of pictures on the websites, but nobody's leaked pictures of those of that one of the secret one. Bummer. I guess we should have gone to the show, TJ.
We should have. Next year.
Yeah. Just so happened to be a bad week for me. I would definitely be there. CES, lawn show, you get to test drive all these lawnmower things. All right, that sounds fun. I don't know. They'll probably, like you said, they'll be at CES as well. So, speaking of AI, Roku's getting some AI. I know you guys are excited about that, but they're saying that their new software is going to help you watch TV, find stuff to watch on TV a little bit more easily if you want to do that. Even if you don't want to do that, it's going to be hooked in. They're going to force it on you.
You'll still hit the button by accident.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to show you ads. Yeah. So, they're excited about that. CE Pro wrote about that story. We'll link to it in the show notes. I'm sure it'll be exciting for Roku users.
This one's actually necessary, because Roku voice assistant, whatever they had before, was awful. I've tried to use it a couple times. You always have the one client that's like, "Oh, it's got a microphone. What does that do?" And I'm like, "No, you're never going to use that." And I had one client one time. They're like, "No, I want to use it." And so they tried like 5 times to use it. Like, this is awful. And I was like, "I know. I told you."
Well, I find with those remotes with the voice, control in it, because they took off all the buttons, right? Mm-hmm. So now you have to use the voice to get to the channels you really want. It's usually a bad experience, but I'm also forced to use it. Like with our Rogers or our Bell box, it's like I just want to go to a certain channel, but there's no numbers. I don't even know what the channel number is, so that I talk into the thing, and then it brings up a listings, and I eventually click on it and I get to the channel I want. All right. If they improve that with proper AI, because that's not really AI, but if they get the proper AI on it, where I can have a conversation and find the channel I want or something like that, that will become useful, I think.
Well, I mean, if you really want to know the kind of AI they're putting on this thing, I mean, here's an example. It's straight from Roku. If you add a question of how scary is The Shining, or what kind of fish is Nemo, the AI voice technology will answer those questions right there for you and ask you follow-up questions. Like, I don't know, all work and no play makes Gavin.
Be like, what channel is the Raptors game on? That's all I want to know. Like, show me the Raptors game.
It does have, it does say that there's going to be some sports updates. The most interesting one I saw is like live scores that'll be and reminder features that'll be on there when you're browsing through games and that kind of thing. So you'll see a little pop up and you'll see when the new game is coming on or something like that. Or somebody scores a field ball goal thing and the number will change. So that's great. Yeah. Go my favorite sports team.
Good job, Roku.
Yay.
All right. Roku did it. They solved the TV interface. Speaking of solving things, this may solve something for TJ. Third Reality, which is all capital letters in one word, has released this new garage door opener for $50. And it's got a tilt sensor. It's Matter certified, pretty easy to install. And it's compatible with pretty much everything. Alexa, well, of course it's Matter because it works with everything. Compatible with Alexa, Apple, Google, everybody. Homey too. Home Assistant too. So yeah, everybody. TJ, did you take a look at this thing? Is this going to work for you? You like it?
I think this is actually smart. I think that Third Reality took hints from me and they listened to this podcast.
Yeah, probably.
Because if you remember years ago, I used a SwitchBot little push button SwitchBot thing to trigger my garage door. Yeah,
what'd you say?
FingerBot. I didn't want to say that out loud, but
it's a family show, Gavin.
I used the FingerBot to trigger my garage door, which is literally what this thing is. It's just like it's like a little button that just pushes a button, or a little thing that pushes a button,
and pushes it,
and it's got a garage door tilt sensor, and like that's it. This is genius. For $50, this is literally going to be compatible with every garage door ever. You don't have to worry about encryption. You don't have to worry about relays. I mean, this is smart.
Yeah, it's got a little stick finger that reaches out, press the button. There you go.
I mean, that's all you need. What else do you need? It's compatible with anything. You could put your car remote in this if you wanted to. I mean, that's pretty cool.
I love how it's in a little dedicated box that you can put it in. Like I know you're a listener of the show. You're listening. You're thinking this is a little robot with a little dialing wand that comes out and slaps itself onto the thing on the wall. No. You get one of the visor remotes, and you put it in its own little bespoke little box, and it sits in the box. And there's a finger that comes down and presses it from the top.
It legit looks like a kitchen appliance.
It does.
It does something, like a laser's bread or something. I don't know what it does, but
feels like an over-engineered button pusher.
Well, I mean, is it though? I mean, it's got to push something.
You know what? The FingerBot's cheaper. Just tape it to your opener and let it push it away.
But it doesn't come with this nice little house that your thing can live in, and it doesn't come with the tilt sensor. So,
you know what is interesting? I've been following Third Reality for a while. I like a lot of their products. This is the first product I've ever seen that is not Zigbee. Actually, sorry. So that is not correct. Their keyboard is not Zigbee either.
No. Yeah,
but this is the smart home product in general, though. This is the first non-Zigbee device I've seen from them. I don't know if that's true, though.
Let's see. It's Matter. It's Matter over Wi-Fi. Yeah. There you go.
And that's crazy because Third Reality in general used to only release Zigbee devices. That's how I knew them. So
it looks like they have a keyboard MK1. They have a smart plug M1, M3, smart switch Gen 3, a smart kit MK1, the garage sensor, a smart color nightlight, and a bridge MZ1 and another nightlight that's not color. That are all Matter over Wi-Fi. So yeah,
great.
They have 2 Matter over Thread devices, including the nightlight kit, not the color one, and a smart switch MT1. So there.
I guess I just got to pay more attention.
They're third reality is really kicking up the notch on these. They've got a ton of stuff here. It's kind of impressive, honestly. Like, there's a USB smart clock. I don't know why you would want this, but
why not?
it's a USB, like, it looks like a USB plug thing that you would plug into, say, like an old Apple charger that you weren't using anymore, and it has a clock on it. There you go.
I mean, why not?
To each their own, I suppose. Interesting. Oh, there you go. Let's take a look at what else is new. Yeah. I mean, not a week can go by without Ubiquiti launching one or two things. And in this case, they launched the new network software 9.5, which honestly, I was going to pass in this story because like they always release updates to the network software.
No.
But the little channel AI thing that they have was where it goes through and like identifies. They've been working on the interface for this a lot. And I don't know, it's getting cool. Like it's got little segments that it has a nice little graphical interface and shows you where channels are having interference and where the access point best can live and that kind of thing. So I think it's a pretty good idea.
I can speak for that channel AI. I actually used it when it first came out. I used it on my setup, and it actually improved my signal strength throughout my house. So whatever they did, I'm happy with it.
Nice. They also have enhanced multicast support and service tools that go along with that. So if you have, I don't know, everybody has a need for multicast on Wi-Fi. If any updates, to that problem, which, basically affects Sonos, Apple TV, that kind of stuff, you're going to want to update for that. Stronger roaming and device association. So that's always welcome. People love that roaming feature. And then let's see, some more reporting and anomaly things. So I don't know, the software, the thing that really impressed me was the channel AI and how well that interface. It's not really AI, right? It's just like figures out where the interference is not and puts the access point there. But they do a good job of visually showing you why the access point decided to switch to that channel, right? So hardware wise, they dropped a bunch of cameras on us, and starting with the G6 Pro turret. They have a G6 Pro Dome and an AI multi-sensor 4. All interesting, and the first two, the Pro Dome, Pro Turret, those make sense. The Pro Dome is available, I think now, $499. Pro Turret comes out January 2026, $479. Those look pretty nice, decent size sensor, 4K PoE plus cameras, and it's got the multi-tops AI engine. So this is the one that it has a built-in optical zoom too, so that's kind of nice. It gives you little different options than the current G6 turrets. But the multi-sensor 4, did you guys look at this thing? Comes out
the thing is crazy looking.
January. It comes out in December. It comes out at the end of the year, supposedly. It's 4 cameras in one, and I don't know. I guess it would make sense to have in like certain locations, like a parking garage or something, where you need to go look in all different directions. Four cameras all in one, and it's like a 360 view thing that pops up in there, and you can switch back and forth the cameras. Weird looking product, but interesting. I mean, I could see a use case for it for sure.
Yeah, this makes way more sense to me than like a fisheye camera or something. I don't like the fisheye cameras. This actually makes sense though. I can see this being used in a lot of places. Specifically, I have an automotive shop that I do a lot of work with, and you could basically put this in a couple different areas and eliminate a couple cameras. So
yeah, well, it's got synchronized multi-view imaging. Camera looks each to 4 different directions. Either 4K, 8 megapixel sensors, and I don't know. Looks weird, but cool. It looks like a dish or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
I didn't see a price on that one. Yeah, not a price on that one. Comes out end of the year, it says. So we'll see. We still have that. Well, yeah, the wager on the UAV. Have we seen any prices on those?
No, I haven't seen anything about it.
All right.
Yeah, somebody in the comments on one of the Ubiquiti posts somewhere, I'm sure on Reddit or something, they were complaining. They're like, "Does anybody just dislike how many like cameras Ubiquiti's coming out with? It's kind of annoying to like decide which cameras I want."
Oh yeah, it's such a.
And I was like, "No, they're like a legit camera company. They need like 24 options for cameras at all times, and they need to be able to keep them in stock." I mean, that's the problem at this point. Is you can't. Especially the accessories, like if you need a junction box or something, Ubiquiti really struggles with that stuff still. And like you don't want that from a camera company. You want to be able to just go buy the products you want. And they still have not figured out that process. So
yeah, I will say I mean, if you look at a Chinese, in your average Chinese camera company, they'll have about, I don't know, 300 to 400 SKUs, different SKUs of cameras.
So many.
So
you don't need that many Ubiquity.
You don't need that many, no. But Ubiquity's done a pretty good job of dialing that back to the couple handful of cameras that you may need. They could do better, like you said. Definitely could do better. But for the price point they're coming in at, and the software that runs behind it, I think that they're doing a decent job. Can't complain with the G6 stuff that has all the little, we put in, that client put in some, what was it? G6 turrets, like up by his driveway. We swapped out some like Amcrest cameras, and like cars will be driving out. I can't even read the license plate on the stupid thing, and it picks up the license plate. And I know it's right because it's his license plate and I've checked it before. So it's like, I just can't believe how quickly or how easily the whatever sensor in there is using the pixels and identifying a license plate as it drives. The cars are driving by on the street and it's picking up their license plate. I'm like, that's wild.
Yeah.
So fun stuff. All right, let's move on here. Big news from Inovelli. They work with Homey now. Not for Homey, but they work with Homey. So you got Inovelli, you got Homey. Guess what? You can use them both together now. So that's nice.
Yeah, good quality of life improvement, right? Especially if you want to be able to use a high quality switch like Inovelli. They are showing off this keypad though, which I don't think exists yet. So
I was looking at that. Yeah, I saw that picture and I was like, oh, they got the keypad, but yeah, that doesn't exist yet on the image.
No.
But, it's good that they've joined the Works with Homey program, I guess. Yeah,
it's always good to see. Maybe one day they'll join Works with Home Assistant, but I think there's a little drama there, so maybe not.
It's because they both have online communities and they can't exist at the same time. Just implode. It's funny. The Inovelli crowd is fighting Home Assistant. Oh my god. It's full on riot. All right, let's move on. We got a couple of interesting rumors. We've been hearing about this stupid this Apple Home Hub thing that's supposed to come out. It's a HomePod with a 7-inch screen, reportedly, and maybe even have a robotic arm, according to one guy who claims it's going to have a robotic arm. I don't understand that. It might even cost $350. There's going to be 2 versions that are reportedly floating around in testing, including a wall-mounted panel and a tabletop model that resembles a screen-equipped HomePod Mini. So not clear right now which one is going to be the $350 one, but the rumor is it's going to rise sometime next spring, 2026, with a target price of around $350. So that should be interesting.
I figured if it got a robotic arm, it would cost a lot more than that.
Yeah, I mean, at least like $1,500 from Apple, right?
Yeah, exactly.
This is interesting. I think I would want something like this, and actually I do want something like this, but I don't want it to be Siri because Siri's not good.
No.
I mean, I don't even want to spend this much on a Google product, and Google Gemini is pretty good, but obviously Google's not very good at supporting hardware and making it. But I don't know. This just seems like too much for what Siri is capable of.
Well, I mean, it's nice that it has a touchscreen because then you don't have to use Siri at all. It's just basically an iPad. Just
HomeKit then.
Yeah. Or some kind of dashboard related to HomeKit. I don't know. Interesting proposition. The other Apple news that I saw float around today, this is over The Verge. Apple's new M5 powered iPad Pro is the first iPad to officially support Thread. It comes with the Apple's new N1 wireless networking chip, which adds Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 6, and Thread. And we see this every time this pops up. Oh, the iPhones had one of the iPhones or one of the models had the N1 in it. I think the Air has it in it, and everybody keeps talking about like that's going to be used for being a home thing, home controller or something. I'm not convinced, but you guys think we'll ever see it be a home controller? I have my theories, but
the iPad Pro, that's the expensive one though. Like
M5.
I need to do something with it when it can't be a good iPad.
I know us regular people probably can't even afford one of those.
All right. So my theory on this whole N1 thing, right? Since it's in the Air and the new they're seeding these things out there. the phones and everything are going to have a Thread radio in them. But if you guys remember when we talked to what was it with Daniel over there at he was telling us about Matter, and he mentioned one day that they were doing like this little Matter messages thing. I think what they're going to use this for is low powered messaging between a sleepy device and the internet, right? And so like you'll have your HomePod or your Apple TV sitting over there that has this, Thread equipped radio or whatever. It already has it in there. It should already have it in there. And then you got your phone sitting there, and your phone, instead of spinning up the Wi-Fi radio, which is very costly and expensive, it can just sit there on this Thread radio and get all those push notifications and all those small little messages hitting in there. Has nothing to do with your home. It is on the home network, right? Because it's in your account and everything. It did sign into that. But sitting there, saving battery life, connected to your computer at work, whatever, it's going to use that for those little push notifications. And they'll be able to eke out another 2 hours on the battery over, the next 5 years or something like that. So yeah, keep an eye on that. I really think that's probably what this is about more than the home. Like, it's great that it can be used for the home, but I have a feeling that radio is going to be used for sending low-powered messages into the device that's sleeping and doing things like that. So keep an eye on it. Don't tell anybody though. That's my secret.
Makes sense.
Yeah. It's practical. Yeah, Apple's really practical like that. And the battery life on things are just going to take priority over anything else. They're not going to make their home app any better. Why would they do that? It's absurd. All right. All the links and topics we discussed tonight can be found over on our show notes at HomeTech.fm/548. All right. Nothing but a message from Jim encouraging us to publish a location of the Airbnb TJ rented.
No, thank you.
Jim, we're not going to be doing that.
Well, it depends. Maybe if you contribute to Patreon.
Oh, yeah. We'll put it at a level. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, that'd be good.
We'll put it as a $5,000 level on Patreon. If you give us $5,000, I'll tell you the location where Gavin's going to be sleeping.
And this is totally legal in Vegas, from what I understand, right?
Yeah.
Wait, how much of that 5,000 am I getting?
None.
Well, it depends on what services you're offering, Gavin.
None.
All right.
This is where Gavin's sleeping. You can go in.
Just sleep right there. Cuddle up next to him.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, we do have a pick of the week, though. And this is courtesy of TJ. TJ, we were just praising the G6 cameras and their AI abilities, but turns out is your doorbell. Is this your doorbell? I guess that saw someone at your front door, and it's Halloween time. It wasn't someone. It was something.
Yeah, it was a ghost. I have a ghost hanging by my porch, and the people notification, no matter what platform you are on, is never perfect. Each platform does a little different work in how they actually process those. I think Ubiquiti is pretty good, but it still has a lot of false positives, like this ghost. I also have a giant inflatable gargoyle in my yard that constantly triggers the Unifi person alert as well. So. Whenever it's windy, I get notifications from the ghost and the gargoyle. So it's a spooky time of year.
Doesn't Protect have? I thought they had something in there where you could submit it. Yeah. Can't you submit it to their?
I honestly don't know. I did not try.
I think you can, but they have released a few updates for the AI port recently. Like their person detection and animal detection was pretty good, but with the recent updates they released, now a rock on my lawn keeps triggering my camera, and that it's not like the rock's moving or anything, but it keeps thinking that rock's an animal for some reason. Even the light on my front porch, it keeps thinking is a person. It got worse. It's like the latch on my gate door, it thinks is a person too for some reason. So they're obviously working on it, but it was pretty good, and then they ruined it. So now they have something to fix.
It's going to keep them busy. I was looking through. I found an interesting image as I was. They have that little Find Anything interface now, like with the AI triggers and everything. Like you can just click if you want to find animals and only animals, you can click that and see all the dogs that walk by and in the front yard. Have you guys seen that?
Yes. Yep.
All right. So this is. I opened it up the other day, and there's some wildlife going on here. Where'd Slack go? There it is. Some wildlife going over here. 3 a.m.
Oh, yeah. It looks like my backyard, but you got some different animals. Is that a dog?
No, those are 2 raccoons.
No, bottom right. Oh, it's a little white dog.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah. What are those raccoons doing?
No, you know what they're doing.
Oh, you're going to have 7 raccoons soon.
They're going to have a lot of raccoons, yeah.
Oh, this is Nature Channel.
Yeah. It's pretty funny out there. There's going to be a lot more raccoons soon. But yeah, it's the AI stuff in picking up when it. What's funny for me too is when it decides to pick up someone's face and take a snapshot of them, because it can do it with just a few pixels, and a lot of times like people are just like staring up at a camera, just kind of looking over, like not really, you're not posing for a picture, so it gets the most awful headshots of people as they're walking by with their mouths open or something. It's quite funny. I get a good laugh out of that one. There's a lot of pictures of me, at clients' houses walking around staring at the cameras, because I have to see if they're working and following me around, but of course it picks the worst pictures of me up. So all right, well, let's move on here. If you have any feedback, questions, ideas for the show, picks of the week, give us a shout. Email address is feedback@HomeTech.fm, or you can head on over to HomeTech.fm/feedback and fill out the online form. All right, project updates. I actually did something. What'd I do?
Stop.
Wait,
Don't
did
lie
you
to us.
start? Did you work
I did.
on it, or
No.
did you finish?
I did.
You can still edit this, Seth. You don't have to lie to
Right.
us.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, is I ordered a 20-foot wacky inflatable fling arm tube man. Turns out it's very large. I was happy with the size. I was not happy with the sound. So yeah, I plugged it in. I was like, I could probably put it on my roof, because I have a flat roof in the back of my house, and it would still be very large, probably 30 or 40 feet, higher than normal. But it'd be on the back of my house and kind of like peering up and flapping over the edge, and probably vibrating the roof back there and making some kind of weird sound inside the house. So I'm like, you know what? This is loud. The review said, not very loud. I'm surprised how quiet it is just a few yards away. I'm like, maybe 50 or 60 yards away, not 5 or 10 feet. So don't rely on those Amazon ads or reviews. They're not very good. Rely on mine. The 20-foot wacky inflatable fling arm tube man is in fact very loud, and I immediately took it down and stuffed it back in the box and shipped it back to Amazon, because I would not recommend. I still want one, something like that. I did run across a video. I think I put it in the hub. Did you guys see that? Where it was like they have a 50-foot Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. You guys seen that one?
I mean, that would be great.
It's amazing.
I've seen that. Yep.
Yeah, and the guy has it on the back side of his house, and he's got a 2-story house, and this thing's over the top of the 2-story house, and it's like angry with its arms in the air. He's got it all lit up. I'm like, that's genius. Like yeah. So if I ever have $1,600 laying around to spend on a 50-foot Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, I think I'd get that, but not happening anytime soon. So no wacky inflatable fling arm tube man, and no 50-foot Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. So anything I did get accomplished this week is gone back to the store. Anyway,
that's pretty typical for a Seth project.
Yeah,
accomplish something, but for nothing.
I completed the loop. Everything's closed up. The box is back in UPS's hands. I already got my refund, so
that's crazy.
Yeah, good to go. All right, TJ, I think you put this installer cheat sheet in the hub, and it ended up somehow inside of our thing. Is this for you? Do you need a Z-Wave installer cheat sheet? Do you have some Z-Wave problems?
No, I think this is just reaffirming that Z-Wave is eventually going to die, because they keep releasing stuff like this. I didn't really actually look at this. I found this, I think it was like on Blue Sky or something like that, and I was like, this is fun. And I actually didn't look at it, but Gavin looked at it and they sent me the actual PDF.
Oh man, do I have to be honest about this?
Yeah, I mean, it's not even like a cheat sheet. It's literally a marketing material.
So when you sent this over, the link's like, oh yeah, learn some tips and tricks for Z-Wave installations. But I was expecting something cool. I was like, okay, now we can.
Gavin's finally some real information.
Yeah,
finally.
I was from the Z-Wave professionals, and they would talk about, they said, oh, you could. About antenna placements and stuff like that. I signed up for it, gave them my information.
Gave them your email.
Yeah, gave them my email. And then they sent over this 4-page PDF file.
3-page PDF.
3-page PDF file. That's all just marketing. I was like, what the hell is this? if you don't know this stuff already, you should not be an installer of Z-Wave products.
There's really nothing to know on here. And they have a list of frequencies. Like, I care. Like, I don't care what frequency, honestly, that Z-Wave runs in US, Canada, and Mexico versus Japan. I don't care.
Doesn't matter.
And yeah, it shouldn't matter to me. I don't care. It should work. And then, okay, here's the only thing that's interesting. The range of Z-Wave, Z-Wave Plus, or in long range. There's two Z-Wave. So 500 and 700 series, which I don't, who's going to know the difference between that and who cares?
Not me.
Yeah. And then, there's the cheat sheet, which you finally get down, I guess, on the back of it. They just want to tell you how many certified devices they've got. They want to tell you how many have been deployed and that they work in sub 1 gigahertz, which you just know from the previous thing that tells you what the frequencies are. Yeah, they happen to be less than 1,000 megahertz, which just means they're less than 1 gigahertz. It's literally the same information. So yeah, I don't care. This is dumb.
And the one tip they had on there, I'm just gonna spoiler alert, so I'm gonna save you the time of giving them your email.
Gavin has fallen on the sword of marketing, and he's gonna get all the spam from these guys.
I know.
Yeah.
But the one tip they had in there was exclude before you include. It's like, yes, I always do that. That's the first thing I do is I just put it in exclude mode, and then, then I'll include it into my Z-Wave network. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to all the spam I'm going to start getting after this.
Yeah, well, they probably make more money collecting people's contact information like this and selling it to a data broker than they are on Z-Wave. So
bring out your Z-Wave. It's like bring out your dead, but bring out your Z-Wave.
That's funny. Gavin, what did you do? Did you break my site? What have you done?
What do you mean, what have I done?
999 attempts? What are you doing? No wonder you've been so quiet over there. I thought you were watching a basketball game.
Get a life, Gavin. Jeez.
I'm afraid to click the one more time.
Yeah, that's all the projects for me. What about you, Gavin?
It's been a pretty hectic week, but I just wanted to give a shout out to Apollo Automation. And the reason why is us Canadians, sometimes when we hear all the cool stuff that Home Assistant is releasing, it gets expensive for us to buy it because we had to buy it from a site in the States. And then with all the tariffs and shipping and everything, it gets expensive. Well, Apollo Automation has us covered. So if you want to buy any Home Assistant devices, you can get it through their site, which is shipped in Canada. So you just pay regular Canadian shipping, but you don't have to go through all the duties and everything like that. So I just wanted to let people know if you wanted last week you talked about the Home Assistant Yellow, no longer being sold. Well, they sell the Home Assistant Green. They have the new Z-Wave antenna that you can get there. And they're going to have some new products come in from Home Assistant. So, and they also have their own products there. So make sure you go browse the site. And I just wanted to mention that. Looking out for the fellow Canadians out there that like to buy things as well.
There's so many of you.
Well, there's like 40 million of us, but we like to spend money every now and then. And if we can get it locally, it's so much easier and better and cheaper.
Yep. Even if it is, it's great to have them like, I guess, so they have like a warehouse or somebody taking over a merchant of whatever they call it, the taking over that part of it so that like the import duties are kind of like built into the price. Is that what they're doing? So you don't have to pay like $30 for one little device to come in.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
that's so nice.
Letting them have fellow Canadians. And Seth, since you mentioned the animals, the Find My Thing on the Unifi, your raccoons look so skinny compared to ours. We have some thick raccoons up here, boy. I did a search on mine, and I'm like, I'm shocked what's been walking through my backyard at night while I'm asleep. But there are some fat raccoons up here.
Have you ever seen our squirrels? I think you'd genuinely be surprised on our squirrels. I know like the Northeast definitely has some larger squirrels.
Get some chonkers.
Yeah, here the squirrels are just like small and hungry looking.
It's just poor things.
Yeah, you almost feel sorry for them. They're just so scraggly, and they have these tiny little tails. I mean, they're closer to rats than squirrels. Let's just be honest about it.
Yeah, it's interesting what's been going through my backyard. I have a black cat that seems to circle my house like every day, but I also have a chipmunk back there that is my chipmunk. So I hope that cat never gets my chipmunk. That would be sad.
That would be sad.
Yep.
I clicked it. I only have one camera hooked up on the AI port here at my house, and it only picked up one animal. That's sad. It's some Scotty. I've never even seen this dog before, but I think I know who it is. It's a new neighbor I have, so it's his dog. That's funny. There are pictures of animals walking next to people in other cameras, but they for whatever didn't get picked up. So well. Generally, I have to go back and look at my cameras and scroll through the night to see what has happened because they're not smart ones. I didn't get the G6s yet.
Time to upgrade. Yeah, all I'm seeing is fat raccoons on mine. You know?
Gavin, from what I've seen, they may not be fat. They may be pregnant.
Yeah, I've had video footage of 8 raccoons walking through my yard at one point. They used to stop in for a drink in the pool.
Oh yeah, cleans them out.
Yeah, cool them off. But yeah, these ones are pretty fat.
He's got a bunch of little baby raccoons too.
Babies for everyone.
All right. I think that's going to wrap up the show this week. We do want to thank everyone for listening to the show. We want to give a big special thank you for those who are able to show their support of our show through our Patreon page. If you don't know about the Patreon page, head on over to HomeTech.fm/support to learn how you can become a member, a patron. For not a member. We don't have a membership. We have patronship for as little as $1 a month. Any pledge over $5 a month gets you a big shout out here on the show, but every single pledge gets you this automated invite thing that I set up years ago. I don't even know how it works anymore, but it still works. To our private Slack chat, The Hub, where you and other patrons of the show can jump in there and see. I'm going to start posting the raccoon pictures, I guess, in there. See what happens. Gavin, let's post little baby pictures in a couple more weeks.
It's probably going to happen, yes.
Yeah. All right. If you can't support the show financially, totally understand. Just appreciate a 5-star review or positive rating in the podcast app of your choice. That's going to wrap up this week in Home Tech. Everybody have a great weekend, and we will see you next week.
Till next time.
Take care.